Hello everyone, welcome to the Southern Scally Capper. Today we are looking at the Frostland by Boston Scally Company. Let's get to it. Here it is. This is the Frostland by Boston Scally Company. This is an 8-panel Yeti plaid color polyester cap. In Boston Scally's own words, this cap features a bold blue and brown plaid design that delivers a warm, textured feel made for the cold. Here is the cap in hand. This is the Frostland by Boston Scally Company. This is a cap that I originally passed on when they first showed it. And you know, I think as I'm realizing in these reviews that I'm doing, I passed on a couple of caps that I went back to and got later, and this was one of those. I didn't particularly like the look of this cap when I first saw it. This, of course, is the Frostland, and Boston Scally has two other land caps. One is the Harvestland, which I did not get, but hey, who knows at this point? I might go back and get it. And the Wonderland, which is their Christmas holiday themed cap. That actually re-released today. I picked that one up. I'm very excited to get the Wonderland in. It is, aside from the Nutcracker cap, it is one of my favorite looking holiday caps by Boston Scally for the Christmas season. Very excited to get that in. Got the pin as well, so I'm looking forward to getting that. But for now, I've got the Frostland on my head. And the reason I actually first passed on this cap is when I saw it on the Boston Scally site, the colors, it's not what I expected. The blue didn't really jump out to me. Where they have the brown here, you can see going across, of course, the dark browns there. I kind of envisioned that being a light blue. I thought that would look good because that's actually what they do on the inside of the cap there, as you can see. They do have the light blue, and I thought that that would look good instead of the brown. And you have the light browns that go close to the browns as well, above it, I believe. Yeah, and you can kind of see going down and right there above it as well. So I thought maybe a light blue would have looked better to me, like what is on the interior of this cap, where you did see the vinyl sticker there. And I just thought, man, why didn't they do that? It actually kind of reminded me of a different cap they have that is it's sold out at this point, but you can still see it on Boston Scally's site, and that is the Keeper. And it looked a lot, that's kind of what I envisioned them doing with this cap when they first announced it. But like I said, they didn't. They went with the brown pattern there instead, the brown color. And I saw it on the site. I was like, nah, that's not really what I was thinking it was going to be. I thought it was going to look a little different. Didn't think about it again. And then I saw a review on YouTube of this cap. And what the Boston Scally site did not capture with this cap with their pictures is how much this blue pops. It even pops more in real life than you see here on this on the video. But this blue on this cap, when you see this in real life, it absolutely just jumps out at you. It almost just pops off the cap. It's such a deep, pretty blue when you see it. And like I said, I saw it on a review that was on YouTube. And so I was getting, what was it? Something that, the pumpkin pie and the apple pie caps came out. So I thought, just save some money, is what I told myself. I'm going to get this one. And because once I saw that review, I thought, man, this cap actually looks pretty good. And so I got it. By the time I did get this cap, however, the pin, the Yeti pin that you see here, that pin was sold out. This cap also came, or didn't come with, but they had a hoodie that went along with this, a pretty hoodie here that is the lighter blue, and it has the it's the Yeti. Yep, it's the Yeti symbol you see there on that hoodie as well. And it really goes well with the cap. And now I'm kind of bummed I didn't get the three-fer, but I ended up getting the Abominable Snowman pin instead. I ended up finding this thing on eBay, which I really like it. I think it looks cool on the cap. I've always been a fan of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I think most of us are probably a Christmas classic. So I thought, hey, this goes on this cap too, and it really actually matches the blue you see there, the hands. So I thought, and the face I believe is also blue. So I thought, man, I'll just get this. It was pretty cheap. I found it on eBay just about for the same price that I could find their Yeti pen, $8 or something like that, is where they run. So I'm not sad about that. I actually really like this pen on this cap, and it means probably more to me than just their typical Yeti pen would. Although, like I said, it's fine. It looks great on the cap because, of course, this did come with a dust bag, and so that is the Yeti they feature. And, of course, the interior, as I did show a little earlier, same thing there. So you do have that on the dust bag and on the interior, the vinyl sticker. So overall, I really like this cap now. I just had to see it in person when I saw the video. That was the closest I had seen it in person. But when I saw that video, it was just standing out. Those colors, that dark blue is just popping out to me. So I thought, I'll just include it when I end up getting 3 caps, and hoping it didn't sell out, and it didn't. So it was still there by the time I ordered the pumpkin pie and the apple pie. So I went ahead and snatched it up, and I'm glad I did because I really, really am a fan of this cap now, and I can't wait to get the Wonderland in. It looks great to me as well. But this cap, it just really surprised me once I saw the review and once I got it in my hand. I mean, it even in person, it's even a darker blue, and it pops off the cap even more than it does in these videos that you're seeing on YouTube. And I just could not wait, so I had to do a review for this one. And what I probably just seeing it, to be honest, on the Boston Scally site, I was not impressed. I would have probably rated it a 2. I mean, this was just a cap I thought was kind of haphazardly done. I didn't think a lot of thought went into this cap. But this one, man, once I got it in my hand, got to put it on my head, see what it looked like. This one was one that I did a 180 on. I totally fell in love with this cap. So I'm going to go ahead and rate this the Frostland by Boston Scally Company. I rate from 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. I'm going to give the Frostland a 4. I really, this cap has, in a very short amount of time, really grown on me. I really like this thing. Just like I said, I keep saying it over and over. I just can't get over the blue, that dark blue. And like I said, originally I thought that I would have preferred this to be the browns to be a light blue, like what is on the interior. But once you see it for yourself, I think this is one of the times I was in the wrong, because Boston Scally really, they made the right choice with the colors they chose for this cap. So that's my review for the Frostland, a Boston Scally cap that once I got it, it surprised me. I really like this cap now. It is made out of polyester, a polyester blend. For the winter months, I thought it would be made out of wool, but it's fine. I mean, that's what they went with, so that is what it is. That didn't really change the score in any way or affect the score. So the Frostland, I'm a fan. I like it. So thank y'all so much for joining me today. And if you do have the 3 land caps, the Wonderland, the Harvestland, and the Frostland, let me know which one's your favorite, because now I'm kind of thinking maybe I should get the Harvestland, because it might, look better in person than it does on Boston Scally's site. So let me know what you think if you do have those 3 caps. Among those, how would you rate them? How would you compare them? Which one would you put on top? I'm really looking forward to the Wonderland. So it's going to be tough to beat this now, though, for me. But we will see. So thank y'all so much for joining me today, and y'all have a great rest of your day.